Welcome back, whippersnappers. This is Gramps. We are in Shapes 2 Custom Insane mode, and this is during the Dimension update. And last episode, we got this last task of this group going, and we are done with it. Let's unlock it. Kaboom. It was a pretty easy one. We were just started doing that to test out our blueprints and get those going. So let's work on maybe let's get this bad boy going, right? So we just need a, a checkerboard windmill, and then that is going to carry over to this, which is going to carry over to this and this, and then on this one it becomes a green and blue windmill. So it sort of changes up. So this was our section where we were doing all those, and I think we can just yeah, we've got all selected. Boom, gone. And we got 864 blueprint points. So I've closed the poll, and I had a poll running that was asking, hey, until the 1.0 version comes out, which we're looking at April or so, I just didn't know if you guys wanted me to keep playing this nonstop until then. And so I put up a poll with a couple of options. Looks like the one that has won has been another run through Dave the Diver. And I'm pretty excited about that. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this series up. And, it's, I think that maybe one of the issues of this series is sort of a deeper dive, right? And so only the hardcore people are watching it, which I super appreciate. Trust me, I love it. But I think we're going to take a break and we're going to go play some Dave the Diver. I'm probably going to start that this next week. So Chris, when I'm recording this, let's say I'm recording this on the Sunday before Christmas in 2025. And, so I think this is going to be it. This is this is being released on that Monday before, and then we'll have, Christmas Eve is Wednesday. I think that we'll hold off on a video on Wednesday, but then we will start Dave the Diver rolling on Friday. Okay? So everyone can be in a post-holiday blitz and be very happy about that. Now, that's it. I'm not giving up on Shapes 2. Gonna be right back to Shapes 2 as soon as, and probably leading up to the release of 1.0. I think what I'll probably do is I will probably do a little bit of a Shapes 2 101, and maybe just do like 10 episodes or something like that before 1.0 comes out, and then we will hit 1.0 and work our way through it with all the changes and maybe even a whole new style of gameplay, which will be very exciting. All right, so let's do this. Again, our easy way of doing a checkerboard is by getting all the shapes in and just running it in through our checkerboard machine. That's this guy here. Hey, we've got operator shapes to claim. So let's do it. We're gonna grab our minor shape here, and we'll do 2 of those. One of which we need to paint blue. One of which we will eventually paint green. But then the other one we're going to do blue. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this do that instead. And get ready to come up here to paint green. So let's get our painter, painter depot. And, wait, let's do this. There we go. And get our painter, minor fluid. There. Okay, and then down here we'll do this guy. And there we go. All right, so let's get that started. Yeah, I'm gonna have it go that way. Why not? And then we will do our checkerboard depot, which shockingly is only 28 shapes. Put it right there. Okay, there we go. That is gonna do it. So let's zip forward. And actually, no, let's not zip forward. Let's see what we've got to do next and get that going. So next is we're going to need an hourglass blue shape. And just a plain color circle. Actually, you know what? While we're here, let's get this done. Oops, that is not helpful. Okay, so I hope you're gonna enjoy watching Dave the Diver. It's a super fun game. It is labeled as a casual game. I mean, it's casual in the same way this is casual. I find it's actually a little bit more stressful than this, just because there's just so much that you do. You are diving for fish, you're catching fish, and then you're running a restaurant at night. I mean, you're just doing so many different things. It is a little cuckoo. Then you start farming, and then you're finding hidden communities. It's just all sorts of things. All right, let's grab this. And then an hourglass, but we're gonna need to, I think, rotate it. So let's change that, put that there. Yeah, we're gonna need to rotate it. I think just once. Yeah. Look at that. And then that makes it, but not in the right direction. So that gets us going in the right direction. Alright, so now we need to paint that blue. We'll do right up here. Uh-huh. There we go. Okay, and then here is our circle. All right, now let's look at what is next. After that, it's not going to be a circle. It's going to be a football. All right. So, footballs around. There's a teardrop, which is close. All right, we'll find it. So, yeah, let's grab that. Let us do this. You know, we've got a bunch of research points. Let's upgrade this and that. We've got 38 left. I like that we never used trash. We never had to use trash. That's actually kind of cool. That and that. All right, that's some upgrading. Stacker Depot. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's going to bring our blue shapes and put them in. Why do we not have any yet? Is it really taking that long? I guess it is. All right. So that's going to come in here. Now we need a minor shape. Oh, let's put it right there. Okay, that's going to put the circle on top. Then we're going to want to put that on top of what comes out of this. And these guys are not in yet. Why not? There we go. Okay, so I'm going to set up another stacker depot right here. Like so. Okay, so then these guys, the output of here is going to be on the top. And this output is going to be on the bottom. Okay. Good, so as soon as this is done, we're just going to redirect this. I don't want that connected yet. No, that's because of this. Okay. That's fine. So, yeah, we're taking 4 of these now. Alright, we can respawn that mamma jamma. Alright, so let's let this get caught up. Now, if this does over 1,500, or over 1,800, then I'm gonna say we are good to go. And there it is. Alright, so since this one delivers, I'm going to respawn it. And it's just gonna deliver right in here. And there goes the first of the top piece. Oh, except that's not... No, that's right. That is right. Yep. Okay. Alright, this deliver in, it did. And there we go. So this should do it. Now let's see if we can find a football shape nearby. Just CR. There's one right there. Perfect. So that's this next one. And it is double football. So we need 1 football painted red and 1 football plain. Okay. So here is some red. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, increasing the amount that the trains carry helped out a lot. And let's get this going. So we have, oops, minor shape and minor shape. So one of these is going to go get painted red. And one of them is not. So we've got our stacker that we will use over here. The red one going to the top. And this one going to the bottom. So that creates the top section, which will basically just come and feed into here. And that's the first train of this shape going in. Alright, let's wait till we get 4 of each in there. There's 4, and there's 4. Boom. Respawn. And all we need to do is connect that in. Although if we do that, we might kill a whole train. So I'm gonna remove that. Oh, you know what, though? No. We need to bring it up here. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. It's got to come in here and replace this circle because it has to go on top of the blue hourglass. Look at all those hourglass or checkerboard guys down at the bottom. They're beautiful. Now, if there is a huge outcry, I'll come back and work on this one some more. I'm not going to delete it. But it'll be fun for me. It'll be fun for me to get out and play some Dave the Diver. There's a new DLC, Ichiban's Holiday, that I have not ever played. There's Balatro is built. There's a Balatro collab built into it. There's the Dredge collab, which I have played and which is amazing. And there's also the Godzilla DLC. So we'll have all the DLC. And some good stuff. You know what? I think that delivery going in along with this delivery will be enough. I think. So I'm going to just knock that out. And then do a shape unloader. See what happens here. These ones kick out packages, and more power to them. I don't know if this one in the middle will. Nope, it won't. Now this one is getting replaced, and now this one is. Okay. So yeah, we're fine on that. In fact, we might be able to just delete all these guys too. Which would be all this. Come on. Oh my god, are you kidding me? 60 away. Alright, but we've got that delivery going in. Alright, I'm going to delete all of these that are up here. Alright, it's going to start working on the next batch. Alright, and then after this, it's going to be that exact same thing, but with a green circle up on top. Mm-hmm. Yes, we knew. We knew. Alright, so I'm going to make this into a green circle. Uh-huh. Alright, and then that green circle, that green circle is going to be sitting on top of this. So we'll get another, another stacker setup right here. And that will come in here. From here. Like so. So we can start feeding those in and get them all set here. What is our operator? Oh, look at that. Each time we get an operator shape in, it's kicking us 10 research points. Yeah, that's the max. And 60 platform limit. See, right now is when the game starts to turn around and not be as insane mode, because our big, one of the big things we did to make it insane custom mode was we decreased the number of platform points that we had access to. And so that makes it more difficult. But now it's at a point where Honestly, with the platform points we've got and the blueprint points we've got, if I was going to keep playing this, what first thing I would do is I would build this out to just be hammering these guys in. And each one of those would be 10, 20, 30, 40 research points and 60, 120, boom, 240 platform limit. No problem. Like if this was hammering in as fast as these guys are, we'd be cruising. And then I'd do the same here, and then eventually do the same here too. So those would be just getting us tons and tons and tons of points. All right, you can see this has started to go in 360 points. So I want to start watching that down here. Yeah, we just have a train going here, and that is full. Let's do some quick math. How much is a full train? So a full train has 12 packets in it. And each packet is 180 times 12. So each full train is 2160. So that is good. And as soon as this comes in and delivers those, that's weird. It does 3, and then there's a little pause, and then does the 4th one. Let's respawn. So that's 4,000 and change. So if we get one more full train in, then we are going to be good to go. All right, so let's... Yeah, as soon as this guy gets in here, we will have all of the shapes that we need to go in. I feel like... maybe it's just the tasks that I was choosing here towards the end. I mean, these are just, 6,000 each, whereas this one is 9, 12, 12, 30. So this one, the biggest one, is 9, but 30,000 gets us 14 points. Only 30 platform limit. This one gets 12, but 36. So bizarre. I don't know. All right. That is all kicking in there. And let's see what we've got. Yep. We can do that. All right. So we're going to respawn that. And now coming up here, we're just going to cut that guy off. And basically do this. And that. That's going to put the green circle on top of this guy. Boom. Done. That's our next shape. That's this guy. Now, the only difference between that and this is we've got some green. Oh, but see, this is a big difference. So this one, checkerboard, easy, green. This one, because we've got that full football shape. That's way more of a pain. Wait a second here. Oh, I didn't save it. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it is a checkerboard football, gray and green. So we could do it that way. Where we have another one. Going off to be painted green. Let's do this. Yep. Okay. So that one's done. I can just kill this off. There we go. Yay. Alright. So now it's working on this one. And now we're just building out this one. So we've got that coming in here. We need a checkerboard depot. So that is going to come in there. And that will come in there. But not right now. And then the output of that is going to feed into here. There. All right. All right, so that's that one. Now, the other one we need to do is down here, right? Yeah, yeah. But not right now. Yeah, we want you to keep going through. We're just going to do that. I'm just going to cut that off there. Let's cut it off there. Okay. So let's let this one deliver in. Do you have any? Yeah, we've got one. How full are you? Oh, look at you. We're almost full. I'll be... Yeah, that's just going to be shy of 2,000. That should be fine. Alright, here. What do we have waiting? Let's just get one more in here. The sky. There we go. So that's basically 4,000. And I'm just going to fast forward a bit here until we get our next batch. And we are good to go. Oh, I didn't make sure that last train actually delivered. I think it did. Alright, we'll just hope it did. Alright, so let's get these going. And that does that one, and then this right here is going to do this one. Right here is what we need. Alright, so that's going to come in here. Then this one is going to run in there. I think that's going to do all of what we need. I'm going to clear that out, and let's go ahead and clear this out. And yeah, we'll respawn this guy. Just to clear those out. Oh yes, we need to clear out all those because we no longer are using those checkerboards. So let's clear out these and also those that just came in. All right. And that just took another... Is it full load? Yep. Alright. Yep. We are good to go. So let's accept that. And then this is what's left. And I think that we have everything in place to do what we need to do. Yeah, we just need to clear out these gray windmills. It'd be nice if you could see how many more packages do we have of each of the different colors. All right, there we go. So those are coming in and all that. We're just going to clear out this too. This one's not the correct stack either yet. Right? Yeah, because this needs to be not our gray football, which is what we've got in here. I'm just going to clear all that out. And that should be coming from here, right? There we go. Oh. Is this wrong? This is wrong, isn't it? Or those are coming through. Alright. We want, yeah, the circles. We want the circles to be green, not the squares. Why are we getting a mix? Why are we getting a mix of things? This is not good. We want circles, not the squares. Circles, not the squares. Alright. Nope. 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 This is not what we want. This one is definitely wrong. This one is right. And this one is right. Alright, so that's good. That's weird. I don't know why it's mixed up like that. These are all coming in. They're all the same angle. This one's taken from the bottom. Alright, what if we turned these guys around? Yeah, look, some of those are correct. It's just these ones on the top are wrong. Uh-huh, those ones on the top are wrong. These ones are wrong. Alright, so the top ones are wrong. Those ones we need to be thrown into the trash? Is this whole setup not correct? Yeah, these top ones are not good. But I can't just do that because they will back up. And that's not good. Same with these. Yeah, we just have the one to go. Alright, so this is annoying. Alright, so here's what we need to do as a quick fix. Unlock the trash. Alright. Then put those in there. These are good to go. Although they are the wrong orientation. These ones are trash. So I'm going to trash them. All right. Yay. Now, in the meantime, these guys are going to do this. And there. Okay. So let's do the same here, except we're going to do this off to the side. And there. Ah, no. Yes. Okay. So these guys are also the wrong orientation. So let's do it again. Last one. This bottom row is good. Middle row, not so good. Wrong orientation. Alright, so I'm going to change you guys out here. And yeah, I'm going to just do this. This one is going to come in here and go middle. And this one is going to go top. And again, we're going to do this. And that. All right. Is it pretty? No. Is it going to work? Yeah. It's going to work. I'm just going to clear out all those. Okay. I'm just going to clear everything out. In the meantime, boom and boom. Yeah, see what I mean? I mean, immediately 43 research points. I mean, that's crazy. And we're at 572 platform limit. So this is chugging along, I believe. Is this right? Okay, yeah, see, this one seems to be working. And that's the right orientation. I didn't even check that. Whew. Scary. Those are coming in here. And all set for toppers. Just get rid of this. Yeah, we don't need any of that stuff. All right, where are we at? Yep. That is all correct right there. Okay. So I think this is working. Yay! So I guess that this is kind of it for now. As far as Shapes 2 goes. 100% coming back to this. And gonna be doing some Shapes 2 basic tutorials that will hopefully get people excited about the game and get ready for when 1.0 comes out, which should be in April of 26. So we're looking forward to that. Hopefully, possibly a whole new game style, which I've read about, you know, on the in the dev notes, but I haven't like gotten super deep into it. Kind of want it to be a little bit of a surprise. So these guys are coming in, gonna get their little green circle toppers, and that certainly looks correct to me. Right? Yeah. And then those guys are feeding into here. And they're going to sit on top of our green and blue checkerboard windmills. I want to thank everyone who has subscribed to the channel, everyone who's been watching these videos, everyone who's been commenting and leaving likes. It's all super helpful for the channel. But I do want to remind that, you know, didn't start off as a Shapes only channel, although I've played a lot of Shapes. And going back to Shapes 1 and Shapes 2, of course. And we started off with Dave the Diver. That was actually what we started off with on this channel. So it'll be fun going back to that. I haven't played it in a very long time. Grab that one. and hanging out with Dave and Cobra and Bancho and all the others. It will be like going back home from home. Okay, that pretty much looks like it to me. Right? Yep. I think so. All right, well, let's get one of those in and make sure. And as soon as we get one packet here, we will respawn. Here we go. All right. Let's make sure this is working. And we're going to call it a day, my friends. I want to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas. And I hope you're having a great one. And looking forward to New Year's. And you know, next year, hopefully, is going to be great for everyone. And we'll be here playing games in the meantime. Great or not. But come on, let's make sure it's great. Look at how many we've got 3.8 million blueprint points. That's pretty awesome. Remember when we started out, we didn't have barely any. All right, come on, train. And delivering in on the medium level, so we will watch that. Oh, there we are. Kaboom! Yay! That is the correct shape. We are all set, my friends. Thank you again for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Next time I see you, we're going to be going underwater with Dave the Diver. So thank you so much. This is Gramps, signing off.